Hello and welcome to Sanyukta Singh Studio, guys, and this is your mentor Avinash again, and we are here with the session where we were getting a lot of questions from Uceed and Ceed aspirants who appeared for 2024 entrance exam, and they are pretty much worried that what will be the cutoff, or they are confused that what exactly is the meaning of the cutoff they have announced. IIT Bombay has announced on their website, and maybe they don't know how to calculate it. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is the exact procedure to calculate the cutoff for general OBC, SC, ST. All right. And if you're watching this video for the first time, you can come, subscribe, like this channel, and go ahead and share it as much as you can so that it reaches to the right audience. And you all know that we have been uploading a lot of important videos for all of you guys. So coming to the session here, Uceed and Ceed 2024 cutoff, right? So the first thing is that Uceed Ceed cutoff explain the standard and mean deviation, how to calculate cutoff, and what is the cutoff for OBC and SC ST, because most of you have seen the cutoff on the website and you realize that okay, this might be the cutoff for general category, but what about OBC and SC ST, how to calculate it, right? So we'll be telling you about the same in my very next slide, how to calculate it. So here, if you will go through the admission handbook on Uceed website, the brochure, it is clearly mentioned that what is the procedure to calculate and what is the criteria for cutoff for OBC, SC, ST and PWG, right? So over here it clearly says that marks obtained in part A will be used to shortlist candidate. So for part A, to shortlist candidate, the open category will be mu plus sigma upon 2 equal to delta. Now this is the formula to calculate. Now what is mu and what is sigma? So what will be the value to put in there? So there actually plays a role. Now as you must be aware that overall, in order to qualify to get your part B checked, you need to qualify this part A. Once you qualify the part A, then only there will be evaluation of your part B, which is a creative part. If you do not qualify for the part A, you are not eligible for the part B and you are simply disqualified from the Uceed or Ceed entrance exam. Clear? So this is the formula to calculate it. Now moving forward, over here the standard and mean deviation of part A is 43.91 and 23.03 respectively. So over here, if you will talk about the formula, so the formula is basically mu plus sigma upon 2 equal to delta, right? So mu is the standard, mean deviation. So over here we'll put in there 43 plus 0.91 plus 23.03 divided by 2. Now whatever is the result is the cutoff for general category. So if you will calculate 43.91 right, so overall it becomes nearly 55.47. This is what the nearly, which I'll talk about. This is not the exact cutoff, but I would say very near. Could be 55.45 or 55.4849, but this is nearly the same. So this is the cutoff of your general category for this year. Last year it was nearly 69.89. So overall it has decreased to 55.47 this year. The only reason, what I believe, the level of question was pretty difficult this year. So it is 55.47. Clear? So if I talk about OBC, now to calculate the OBC or EWS, it is 90% of the value of delta, which is general category. So over here 90% and delta, which is 55.47 divided by 100. So that comes near about 49.27. That's the value of OBC. That's a cutoff for OBC and EWS. Clear? Now, the same way to calculate for SC/ST, it is 50% of the value of general category cutoff, the delta one. So over here, if you will see, that comes about 55 point whatever it was divided by 100. So that comes nearly 27.71. That's the cutoff for SC and ST. Same way to calculate, if I would say for seed, this is a seed part. The mean deviation is 41.90 and the standard deviation is 16.72. I'm sorry, that's a plus. Alright, so it comes nearly about, alright, 50.26. That's the cutoff for general category. If you belong to general category, this is the minimum marks you need to get to qualify to get your part B evaluated. Alright, that's the whole story here. Do not think that if you have achieved this cutoff, you are already selected for one of the IITs or you have qualified for that. No, absolutely wrong. This is just a criteria to qualify to get your paper B evaluated. Clear? The same way over here for OBC, it is 90% of the delta value. That comes 90, 50.26 divided by 100. You can calculate. So that comes around 45.24 something. All right. And for OBC, again, that comes around. Sorry, for SC/ST. For SC/ST, that comes around 25 point something. So this is the cutoff evaluation for Uceed and Ceed 2024 entrance exam. Clear? This is how you calculate the cutoff. Now, moving forward, does that mean you are selected for IIT? Simply no. It doesn't mean that you are selected for one of the IIT. No, you are not. Now so many questions are here that what will be the a decent score to qualify for the Uceed or Ceed entrance exam? So I would say for nearly like between 115 to 125 or 130 is the score. That's a decent score if you want to fall under 1000 candidates, if you want to get a rank below 1000. So this is the score overall. That means part A and part B together, right? But what about if you actually want to get into top 200 or top 100 to get selected with one of the IITs? Your score should be anywhere above 150 overall, including part A and part B. That's the overall calculation. Now last year, if I talk about the number one rank, the candidate, his score was nearly 194 overall out of 300. For Uceed I'm talking about, alright? And for the girl candidate who secured rank 5, but in girls she was a top, she scored nearly 174 out of 300. So when I'm saying that if you want to get the rank below 200 and if you belong to general category, then the competition is very tough. I would say you need to score anything above 150. But again, that is not guaranteed. It could be 160, it could be 170 as well. But this year, as the cutoff is low, so we are expecting this particular first rank near about 180. And anyone who are scoring above 150 should get selected for one of the top IITs. Now what is the procedure? Does that mean like simply that you get a Uceed rank card or Ceed rank card and you are selected? No. Then you have to individually visit all the websites like IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, then Guwahati is there. Triple IT Hyderabad is there, IITDM Jabalpur is there. So all these colleges, individual website you need to go fill, and then you have to fulfill their criteria. Now again, Uceed is a platform which gives you wings to fly into one of the IITs out of these 5 or 6, right? But when it comes that you need to fulfill the criteria of every individual institution as well. So you go through their admission handbook. If you fulfill all the criteria, then you apply using your Uceed scorecard for a particular stream. All right. So this is how it works. Now there are some partners, universities and colleges. On top of them are VIT Vellore. VIT Vellore is there. They also accept Uceed scorecard. Then BITS Pilani is there. Now I'm talking about the top institutions. There are a number of them if you will go through the website. But again, I would say that if you really are passionate about design, do not just go to, do not come to a conclusion immediately. All right. आप इस चीज को समझो. Uceed and Ceed is not the end of design. You need to understand this. Just because you are getting an IIT tag, trust me, there are so many things to learn about. If you actually want to know about design, explore design, or understand about design, or if you already know about design, you understand that this is not the end of life. This is not the end of the education. This is not the end of the path for the design. So आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा करा. You all have done excellent. ये चीजें होती रहेंगी लाइफ में. स्कोर मार्क्स कम आना, कभी कट ऑफ ज्यादा, कभी कट ऑफ कम, बट दिस शुड नॉट लूज योर कॉन्फिडेंस. एब्सोल्युटली नॉट. बहुत ही बढ़िया करा है आप लोगों ने, बहुत ही अच्छा करा है. आपने एग्जाम दिया जा करके कॉन्फिडेंटली. बहुत सारे बच्चों को ये मौका नहीं मिलता एग्जाम देने का. दे लूज देयर चांसेस. आप लोगों को चांसेस मिला है, आपने एग्जाम दिया. यू हैव प्रूवन योरसेल्फ दैट यू हैव डन एक्सीलेंट. आपके मार्क्स चाहे 30 आए, चाहे 40 आए, चाहे आप फर्स्ट राउंड में नहीं हो रहे हो, ऑल आर इक्वली गुड. आप ट्रस्ट मी, ये चीजें आपको बहुत स्ट्रांग बनाती है. और यहाँ पे आपका डिजाइन करियर फिनिश नहीं होता है. देयर आर सो मेनी डिफरेंट वेज एंड आई हैव सीन इन माय करियर, संयुक्ता मैम हैज सीन सो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स जिनका शायद बहुत स्ट्रगल के बाद भी नहीं निकला. कहीं पे हार्डवर्क ने साथ दिया तो लक ने साथ नहीं दिया, लक ने साथ दिया तो शायद वो कंपटीशन वैसा था. दे कुड नॉट क्रैक इट, बट दे आर सक्सेसफुली रनिंग समथिंग. सो ट्रस्ट मी, आप यहाँ पे फोकस करो, बिल्कुल करो, बट डू नॉट गेट डिसहार्टेंड. एज आई सेड, दिस इज नॉट द एंड एंड कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग. अगर आपके पास चांस है 1 साल का और तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर अपीयर हो. नहीं है देन यू हैव द ऑप्शन ऑफ NID. अगर उसमें भी नहीं है, यू हैव द ऑप्शन ऑफ NIFT. These are the top institutions of India. आप इसको इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते. Trust me, when you go to IIT, you get a tag or you get a degree of B designer, bachelor's in design. Here you get B design degree along with another criteria, which is a fashion designer, textile designer, jewelry designer, a UI UX designer, graphic designer, game designer, automobile designer. That's a separate part. ठीक है. तो ये आपको समझना पड़ेगा और बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी अगर आपका डिज़ाइन का पैशन है. बट एट द सेम टाइम कभी डिसहार्टन नहीं होना है. एंड वी आर कंप्लीटली ओपन फॉर ऑल योर क्वेरीज. आप डिसहार्टन हो रहे हो, आपको कोई ट्रबल है, आपको काउंसलिंग चाहिए, आपको क्लासेस चाहिए, YouTube है, Instagram है, WhatsApp है, कॉल है. I try to reply to most of the text messages and calls, and trust me, sometime मुझे इतनी कॉल आती है कि I had to put my phone, like cell phone in flight mode की. I could not reply to all of them, neither ma'am. But again, we try to answer all the queries most of the time. ठीक है. So this is it, and from 28th of February we are starting studio test and situation test classes for the upcoming second, that is DAT mains and situation test exam. ठीक है. तो ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन आप हमारे वीडियोस जाके देखो, स्क्रॉल डाउन करो प्लेलिस्ट में, और एंड ऑफ द वीडियो मैं वो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वीडियोस में भी वो सेक्शन लगा दूंगा जहाँ पे हमने कैसे सिचुएशन टेस्ट की क्लासेस ली हैं. और अगर हमारा लास्ट ईयर हमारे ऑलमोस्ट आउट ऑफ 170 बच्चे सेलेक्ट हुए थे NIFT and NID में ओवरऑल, उन 70 में से 45 स्टूडेंट्स ऑनलाइन ही क्लासेस ले रहे थे, एंड दे वर नॉट हैविंग एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ इशू बिकॉज वी यूज 3 different cameras from different angles using smart boards and give them all sort of flexibility to stay in touch with all the faculties using WhatsApp and call, which you will never get anywhere. And we keep small batches just to make sure that we give individual attention to all these students, because creativity requires individual attention and not all these students are on the same level of creative skill. Some are at top, some are at bottom, some are in mediocre. So we have to attend every individual in a different manner or in a different way, and that is why we keep small batches. All right, so this was it, and this was all about Uceed Ceed cutoff 2024. If you have any doubt, you can put your queries in the comment section. Follow us on Instagram SS Design House and put your comment there, or maybe in messages. All right, wait for my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.